Arsenal 1, Brentford 1. The Gunners drop more points in the title race. But if we're being honest with ourselves, we know and we knew that this is going to be a long title race that probably goes to the final month of the season. So for those people that are losing their heads, my message would be just to calm down. Just to calm down. There's still 12 or 13 games to go. And at the start of the season, if I told Arsenal fans with 12 games or so to go, you're going to be 4 points in the lead and you still have to play Man City, I think most people would be like, you know what? Give me that. They'd have snapped your hand off. And the reactions from game to game are quite frankly embarrassing from Arsenal fans. Some sections anyway. A lot of them don't believe in Arteta. And some of them even believe in Arteta, or they claim to believe in Arteta, but they're still losing their heads. But if we're looking at yesterday's game in totality, let's just be honest. We didn't deserve nothing from the game. We could have got 3 points, but we leave with a point. So, on the balance of play, you'd have to say it's a point gained. You're not going to win every game. So, in games where you can't get 3 points, you just make sure you don't lose. Brentford could have easily won that game. If Igor Thiago had his shooting boots on, that game is done. He had 2 clear chances. One, he blasted over the bar. All he had to do was get his head over the ball and just shoot it low and hard into the bottom corner. That would have been 2-1. He had another chance. Mosquera made a mistake. Then he allowed him to get back and make the block. But that performance, it's an unacceptable performance. It is. We got absolutely dominated for the whole game, or large parts of it, and we can't perform like that week in, week out, or we're going to be in big trouble. So I'm just hoping that we don't have another performance like that, because to me, that's probably our worst performance of the season. I'm trying to think of our losses. The Man U 3-2, we didn't play too bad. Man United played very well. The Villa 2-1, even in that, we had good spells. And the other game we lost was Liverpool 1-0. That was fine margins. But this game, we got totally dominated. We got dominated. Our 2 shots on target was the Madueke goal and Martinelli in like the 90th minute. That is not a performance. And that's not stats worthy of winners. Why though? Why did we perform like this? I have my own reasons. You will have your own reasons. But I'll give you my thoughts. And I feel the Liverpool game that Manchester City won, I feel like that's had some sort of bearing on the performance that we witnessed yesterday. Because most people were expecting Manchester City to drop points. But they done what you'd say a championship winning side does. Pull a result at the bag when it doesn't look like it's going your way. Now Arsenal, if they went and got that 2-1 win against Brentford, you would have definitely said the same. Especially on the balance of play. And I feel like the players obviously saw that game, then saw Man City win 3-0 against Fulham the day before. And I feel like all of that culminated and it seemed like the pressure got to the players. The lineup, I wasn't upset about the lineup. Odegaard, Saka, they'd been out, missed the previous games. So I wasn't expecting them to start. So I was happy. But players like Eze, and Eze, he's not grabbing his chance. He's an Arsenal fan. And I would expect to see more from Eberechi Eze. He's one of these players like a maverick. He's someone that can create moments of magic. And he's not doing it often enough in the Arsenal shirt. And it's no surprise he got hooked at half time. It's no surprise. Because we're looking at someone like that to make a difference. You got Odegaard coming on. Odegaard, you could say he's at fault for the goal. But what was most embarrassing was the fact that he fell on the floor and he was feigning injury. That was a disgrace. People will point to why did he pass to Gyökeres? But I'm more looking at that. Why was he on the floor feigning injury? That, yeah, you don't want to see that from your captain. But you can't just scapegoat Odegaard. There was a lot of players yesterday that were non-existent. Eze, Trossard, Gyökeres for large parts. Although he came up with a great pass to Timber where Martinelli could have won the game. There's a lot of debate. Should he have scored? Most people think he should have scored. But I say, are you surprised? Are you surprised that Martinelli is one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he missed in a vital moment? No. You're more surprised when he tucks it away. Like that goal against Man City was like, wow, what a goal. And I'm pretty sure that goal against Manchester City is Martinelli's only goal in the Premier League. Martinelli's got one. Madueke had one until yesterday. Saka's only got 4 goals. Eze 4 goals. I think Trossard's on 5. So a lot of players are not doing what they need to do. The attack is absolutely disgusting. Bukayo Saka is getting away with murder. We all love Bukayo Saka, but his performances, forget yesterday's game because he came on, whatever. He's coming back from a little niggle. But this is not the Bukayo Saka we're used to seeing. I feel like he's been a bit more selfish this season. And there's opportunities where he could have more assists and he could have more goals. And he's not either finishing his chances or he's shooting when he should pass. Will that change? Well, it's going to have to change. Something's going to have to change. It was a big blow that Havertz got injured because we're seeing when Havertz is in the side, I'm not his biggest fan, but the link up between him and Gyökeres, that is something that could probably get us through the rest of the season. So I'm just hoping that he's not injured too long and he can come back, and between him and Gyökeres, they can get us over a line because Saka's not doing what needs to be done. Trossard, in and out of form. Some games he's fantastic. Some games like yesterday, completely anonymous. He was so anonymous. I didn't notice him for large periods in this game because he'd get the ball and just pass it back, pass it back, pass it back. Not trying to take on his man. Could Mikel Arteta took him off sooner? Hell yeah. Could he have brought on Saka for Trossard instead of Saka for Madueke? 100%. So Mikel Arteta's got a little bit of blame in this game, but I'm mostly looking at the players. The players yesterday, they didn't seem up for it, just like the fans were up for it. There was a bit of nerves. These things do happen, but I'm just hoping they don't happen too often. We got Wigan next. Hopefully players that have been out of form can get a run out and get some confidence, because we're going to need the whole squad for the rest of the season. Wolves next in the Premier League. You expect Arsenal to win that game. If Arsenal don't win against Wolves, I think that is when people, rightly so, should begin to panic, because it's first versus 20th, and it will have the same feeling of Arsenal 3, Southampton 3, when Southampton were already relegated. We decided to drop points at home against Southampton. So hopefully we can get the job done. But all in all, a disappointing result. But I guess you're going to take, well, a disappointing performance, but not the worst result. Let's just hope we can rectify things quickly. But people, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the propaganda machine. I'm out. Bless.